Guys, this was a bad idea. I mean, swings are always a great idea, except I'm barely fitting. I'm barely fitting. And my thighs really be hurting right now. Anyways, I want to give you guys an update on the RV. The flooring is almost done, and I'm very excited to move into it with Leia. And we are excited to get the fudge out of South Georgia and get our butts on the road towards wherever we're gonna go next. But I don't know if this is gonna be obnoxious to watch or not, but I'll find out when I go to edit, I guess. Let me see if I can find a good spot to sit down and chat with you guys. Oh, except you can't see my face. Well, not that I care about that too much. What's up, guys? So, the RV flooring. We are almost finished. The only areas left to do are we have to finish the hallway that's in between the living room and the kitchen and the bedroom. We have to finish that hallway, and then we have to finish the bedroom. I'm not going to worry about the bathroom right now. Like I said, that's the last project that I'm going to work on in the RV, so it's going to be a pain in the butt. After the RV flooring is finished, I'm going to work on the rest of the painting and getting the trim work done around the windows, along the floors. There is this like tin board and batten style. I really don't even honestly know that that's what it's called. I watch a lot of home renovation TV shows, but that doesn't mean I know jack shit. But anyways, so yeah, trim work, tile, well not tile, I'm sorry, trim work, pieces, finishing painting. I do want to do some like peel and stick wallpaper steel in the kitchen, and then after all of that is done, then I will move on to the bathroom. The only thing I'm gonna do in the bathroom right now is clean it. It's disgusting, guys, but if I might make a video like speed cleaning the bathroom or whatever, if you guys would be interested in watching that. Definitely let me know if so. But the flooring was a pain in the butt, to be honest. I have never done flooring like that before, but I figured it would be a good idea for me to start learning, you know. Okay, so now that lady left, back to the video. That first day, man, was a struggle, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought my dad was gonna give up. He was pretty frustrated, and he was the one doing the majority of the work because he refuses to believe that I am capable of doing certain things. I love my dad so much, but I also understand it's his equipment, so if he doesn't want me using it, he doesn't want me using it. I appreciate the fact that he was willing to take time out of his, you know, out of his schedule to do this for me. I really don't know what I would do without my dad. So, yeah. It is day 2 of the flooring. Here we go. Let's give you guys a little bit of an update. Excuse the neighbor's dogs barking. It's very cold this morning. And here we are. This little chunk. But this little chunk took us a couple of hours to install. Just because, yeah, you know, trial and error. First time installing flooring. I recommended that we start like kind of right here and go this way and then go in front and behind. However, that's not what we did. We went from the wall this way. So there's a little bit of angling going on up here, which we did fix. But, yeah, so please excuse this mess. It's terrible. I know. I'm sorry. I'm going to clean it. But yeah, this is what we have for the flooring completed thus far. I think some of the issues were that we started along the wall instead of like in the middle of the floor and going on either side. I I think why that posed such a challenge is because, of course, that initial area, we were thinking, you know, it's pretty square. However, once we started laying the flooring, we realized that there was a gap that kept getting bigger, even though we were lining everything up on end A, let's just say all the way over here on end B, there was like a gap, and it kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger as we were laying the boards. So we did have to end up closing that gap, and I will have to cover it with some trim, which is fine, or molding, or whatever you call it. I'm not a builder, I don't know. Feel free to correct me in the comments if you want. I'm all about learning, so definitely can take the constructive criticism. Also, this flooring I got discounted. I think it was like $1 or $1.99 per square foot. It was on sale at Lowe's, and it was because they had dropped the boxes and damaged the bottom corners, which also ended up posing a problem. And because of how warped the boards were from them being dropped and me just not having them set properly inside the RV over the year that the planks have been in there, waiting to be installed, because of that, my dad and I ended up having to screw in the boards after we got like a few rows laid down. So yeah, it's not going anywhere, which is a good thing, I guess. But also, it's an old RV. If you don't know already, if you've not watched any of my other videos, it's a 1994 Gulf Stream Conquest. It is a 102 limited edition. The 102 means that it's 102 inches wide, so it's a little wider than the normal Class C motorhomes that were built in 94, or maybe just specifically to Gulf Stream Conquest. I'm not sure. If you know, please, again, let me know. I'm all for learning. But because it was an old RV and there was a lot of traffic in between the dinette and the living area, the floor kind of like whoop, did a little like a reverse bell curve type situation. So that's why we ended up having to screw the boards in place, which is not a big deal. But I do love how it turned out, and while it was a pain in the ass, it was very satisfying to get all of the boards in place once we did get it figured out. So yeah, but as for next steps, we need to finish the flooring, get the paint, all that, and then Leia and I will be moving in and we will be on the road. Now, my RV does have its own generator. However, right now it doesn't work. It needs a new fuel pump. So I will be working on getting a new fuel pump for the generator so that I can be off grid if I need to, and I don't need to be parked necessarily at a spot that has hookup for power, water, sewage, whatever. So yeah. And I'm going into this as a complete novice, guys. I know nothing about living in an RV or taking care of one, especially an older one. But I always love a challenge. I always am up for an adventure, and I've known that I wanted to do this since I was like basically 21 years old. I put a plan in place that I was going to be like a traveling nomad, living in a, well, that is a nomad, but living in a caravan type situation. And while that never happened, I did, I went through a few vehicles. I had a Blazer that we took the back seats out of and completely like gutted the back. My intention was to convert that into something, but then I ended up selling that Blazer. It was just a clunker. It needed a lot of work. I was forking out a couple of $100 to fix that thing every like couple of weeks. So I ended up selling that for $1,500, and I used that $1,500 to buy a 2002 Lexus SUV that did not have a transmission in it. And I traded that Lexus SUV for the 1994 Gulf Stream Conquest. Now, I would not have been able to do any of that without the help of my brother-in-law. He is a mechanic, so this is how we were able to get all of these connections. And I was very, very grateful and very lucky to have found someone who was trying to give away or trade RVs 4 cars that he could then fix and flip and sell. So yeah, I got lucky. But I need you guys to know that I'm going into this without a ton in savings. I don't have a lot saved up. I don't have thousands of dollars that I forked over into the RV. Everything that I've spent on the RV has been as I get it and as I'm able to buy it, and then it sits in the RV for a while until I'm able to go to my dad's house and work on it. So that's really what it is. I got the RV in October of 2022, and now it is December of 2024, and we've just now finished the flooring. So it has been a process, but I am excited for the next steps, and I'm excited to get in her and live in her with my dog Leia and go on so many adventures. And I'd love to take my sister along with me as well, and my brothers if I can convince them. But yeah, we'll see. But I really do appreciate you guys sticking around. If you've watched this entire video or you at least have made it this far, I really do appreciate it. I am a new tuber to the YouTuber community, so any feedback is much appreciated. I really appreciate you guys even watching this video, but if you liked it, please consider giving it a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. And yeah, so until the next time, I will see you guys. Cheers, and remember, let's make this life worth something. Bye. Well, I think the issue was is we started, excuse me, I'm just gonna pick up this trash off the ground because I can't see. Okay, so
I mean, it looks good, but I don't know how we didn't get that close. Look how far away it is.
I definitely thought we measured it correctly.